welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing May's household budget. So I hope you guys are ready. So I'm going to be working out of my Uncover Your Financial Vision. This is from Latasha Brown. I will link April's budget April's household budget in the description box below because I kind of show you guys what it looks like. And I will also link her YouTube page in the description box below too if you guys are interested in her planner. I don't know, I'm having a brain fart. So we are actually just going to go ahead and go through May's budget. So we're going to start off with income. So we are rolling over $3,333 from April going into May. I do apologize if you guys see me looking down because I am reading out of my book. And so that is what we're rolling over, or what we currently have in our account. And then Brennan is going to be bringing in $1,800 into that account. And so $450 just comes out of his check and into our local Smart Financial bank account. And then I am budgeting $600. Now, granted, we can put more money in there, but that is the bare minimum that we put into the account each month, which will bring us to a total of $5,733 for the month of May. Now down to my expenses. Now my expenses, or our expenses for our household, is not that much. But we would like to get to a point where we are guzzling a good amount of money into our checking account to get it where we need it to be, so that we don't have to put too much money in there because it's kind of just taking care of itself, if you know what I mean. So I have some plans for our household budget, but it will just take some time since we are still new homeowners and learning all these different things. So we have our mortgage, which is due on the 1st, and that is going to be budgeted at $1,968. I'm still not sure. I actually should reach out to our new lender because our loan was sold from D.R. Horton's mortgage company, and see if they got our updated appraisal, because I know our county has done our appraisal for our house, and so we should have a definite number now as to what we should be paying for our mortgage. And the reason we just got to that number is because that's what our original lender told us to do, so that we are not behind whenever our tax bill is due at the end of the year. So currently right now we are going into May, or we're in May, and we have about $3,500 already saved up. And I think they had estimated around $6,000 or $7,000 in taxes. So I think we should be there, but we'll see exactly what happens with that. And I'll keep you guys updated. The next is going to be Entergy. So we moved into our house December the 9th. It is now May 1st, and we still have not gotten a bill from our energy company. I've called them several times, and they said they're behind on billing. So I just keep trying to put it in my budget to have $100 in case I finally get a bill. I can put something towards it. I am hoping that it's not a humongous bill, because we're like half and half in our house. We have gas and we have electric. We just now started using electric because it's gotten a lot warmer here in Texas. So we're using our AC instead of our heater, but which would be gas. So I expect that, of course, the bill will go up just a little bit, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to call them sometime this month again to see what is going on, because I don't think it takes that long to get a bill to me. But I still have electricity, so I'm budgeting $100 for that. Next is going to be our water, trash, and sewage bill, and that comes out to $103.65. Shout out to one of my subscribers, because I was talking about how they charge you an extra $3-4 to pay online. I'm going to check to see if there's an option to put it on auto pay so that I don't have to get charged those fees, because It's a lot of money when you add it up. 3 times 12 is what, 36, if I'm doing my math correctly. And that's $36 that could have been in my pocket. And I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more than that. But that is the actual bill. And like I said, it's water, sewage, and trash. Next is my center point, and that is our gas, and that has gone down tremendously. I think we originally started off at $55, then it went up to $87, and then $99, and now we are at $39.81. So you can tell that we have started to use our electricity part of stuff because the AC is on, and then everything else like cooking and heating and our water and stuff is on gas. So we have that. And then lastly is my Centerlink bill, which is at 0, because if you haven't already, watch my budget closeout or my household closeout for the month of April. They charged us for a rental fee for renting their devices that we don't have, and they are not able to just not charge me for it, so I had to pay for it, and then they credited it back to my account. So that should cover this month and some of next month. So I do not have a bill to pay for Centerlink this month. Or I better not have a bill, but I should not have a bill, okay? And then lastly is going to be my cash envelopes. So we do have small cash envelopes that I just started at the end of April for our household account, because we have a local bank here in Texas. It's only in Texas, so they do not have the fun stuff like Venmo or Zelle or anything like that. So a lot of our vendors that we use, such as like our housekeeper or our landscaping person, they just do cash. So we need to be able to have that cash to be able to give to them whenever they're here. And then a lot of the times we're not here, so we normally will leave the money in a certain spot so that only they know where the money is. So it's a lot easier to do that. And then sometimes with our landscaping guy, Brennan will like PayPal him money, and then I'll just give Brennan back the cash so that he has cash on hand. So sometimes it works out that way, but we have taken out cash. We have 5 cash envelopes, and that is going to be lawn care, debt, clean, which is for our housekeeper, weather, and pets. And I've talked about what they all sort of mean to our household, but I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown. So our lawn care, of course, is to take care of our lawn, and for our landscaping, so that is anything between cutting the grass, treating the grass, taking out weeds. We just had him redo our plants in the front, which he has to come back and redo again because he put our flowers in the back and put bushes in the front. I'm not exactly sure why he thought that was okay, but he will have to come back and fix that, and just maintaining our front yard and our backyard. So that is our lawn care. Then we have a debt. I did talk about this, but Brandon used his credit card, his personal credit card, to cover a lot of our household expenses whenever we moved in. And I just want to be able to help him pay some of that off. So between me and the household account, we'll be putting about $15, $20 each month or so that we can have a nice little chunk of money to give to him at the end of the year to go ahead and put a nice chunk towards his credit card, even though he is currently paying that card off. And then we have weather, which is a very weird cash envelope, but it's something that we have here in Texas because Texas is a catastrophe state, meaning that anything can happen: fire, hail, hurricane, earthquake, whatever it is, it can happen here. And right now we're heading into this rainy hurricane season where I just want to make sure that we're a little bit prepared and have some money. So right now, this past weekend, it's been raining really bad and flooding in certain areas. So if for some reason we were unable to get out of our house and we needed to get groceries or we needed to get gas, that is something a little different from what we normally budget in going to get gas to go to work and live our daily lives or go and get groceries. So I have this weather envelope to where I am just putting a few dollars in there each month for emergencies if it's due to weather, because we get a lot of those. We get them very often, but also in a very short short notice. So like tomorrow you could be like, oh, there is a hurricane coming and you need to hurry up and you want to be able to have that money. And I don't want to necessarily have to take it out what's been budgeted, because that would definitely throw us off. So I just have that there. If we have to pick up smaller things like getting candles or flashlights and stuff like that, it would be able to cover that. And this is almost sort of like a year round thing, because as we learned in February, it can snow here. So we just want to make sure that we're prepared. It's nothing too crazy, just a few dollars a month that we'll be putting towards there. And then we have pets. We definitely need to be having this. It's like having kids, and we have been starting it up and then putting it off, starting up and putting it off. So we are just making sure that we are staying on task. So let me show you guys what we're going to actually put into those cash envelopes. All right, so here is the cash. It's not a lot, it's just a very small mini cash envelope stuffing. So here are going to be my cash envelopes, and I have my amounts here. Now, this Saturday was a very weird Saturday because my appointments that I had were all over the place, but I was planning to go to the bank when they were actually open to actually get more change. So next month should look a lot better in terms of change. But I was surprised to see that they gave $5. So I did take some out in $5, but I took out $140, and this is how I am splitting it up. So for weather, I am putting in $10. So I'm actually going to take 5, which is 10. There's nothing in this account. I actually need to go in and put correct index cards in here, because I used to use these a long time ago when I was doing cash envelopes for my personal budget, and so it has the old index cards in here, so I do need to fix them. But I'm putting $10 into weather, and that is just to start. Next is going to be cleaning, which is for my housekeeper. I already have $20 in here from last month, and I am going to be putting $60 in there. So we're going to take out 2, 4, 6. We have $60 plus the 20 that's in there. So we have $80. And I want to say it's $70 for a regular clean now, but I didn't get to give her a tip last month, so this will probably be all gone this month. Next is going to be lawn care, and lawn care already has $20 in here, and we are going to be putting $40 into here. So now lawn care has $60, and that actually should be good for this month, because it's about $25 or $30 for them to come and cut the grass, which is perfect. But with all this rain, I actually don't want them to come and cut the grass in the rain. So that might help us out a little bit, but that's what we have for lawn care. Next is going to be pets, and pets is going to get $10. So we have 2 5s here. There's nothing that was starting off in pets, so we're just going to put that in there. And then lastly, we have this 20 left, and that is going to go to debt. And there was nothing in debt prior to this. So there's $20 in debt, and all of our cash envelopes, you guys, are now all filled up. So that was nice, short and sweet. And if I haven't already, because I don't think, my savings that I'll be putting into our emergency fund this month is going to be $84. And that is it, you guys. That concludes our budget or our budget breakdown for the month of May. So we're going to come back at the end of May and see what happened. But this is where we are, you guys. Thanks for joining me. If you guys like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment down below. Tell me what your budget looks like for the month of May. Do you have any goals or anything that you'd like to accomplish this month? And don't forget to share with your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.